Of the night for testimonials. I encourage you all to give it a crack and just let me know if you'd like to do one, because everyone would love to hear from you. So tonight, let's welcome up Braydon.
Alright, just let me pull up my notes. 1 second.
Awesome stage.
Alright.
Okay, mate.
Hey guys, so for those of you who don't know me, my name's Braydon. I've been coming to Bridgebuilders maybe around about 2 years now, but anyway, that's beside the point. Anyway, here's a little bit about myself. So I'm 16, nearly 17, and now living independently for the second time, due to things that you wouldn't necessarily call your average family disputes. But anyway, that's sort of putting it softly, but anyway, we'll move on. Now, I'm not usually one for public speaking, which is kind of weird because, you know, I'm a magician, for, again, those of you who don't know. So, you know, getting up, talking to people, making connections is kind of my gig. Anyway, that aside, just recently, I was actually at a point in my life where I thought, you know, this is it, got really nothing left to lose, you know, and I've got sort of no one around me kind of to support me. But then through a little bit of, you know, a few pushes here and there and a bit of inspiration, I actually looked up, saw everyone here and thought, you know, and realised, you know, the whole time, through all of the heartache, grief and pain that I was putting myself and going through, that everyone here was kind of looking at me and going, it is okay, you've got a lot more to achieve, you've got all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I'm actually reasonably grateful for that. Obviously, again, knowing me, being a magician, getting up and talking to people and everything, I wouldn't really be the one to leave you without seeing anything. But instead of just showing you just a general card trick, like, you know, pick a card, draw, that kind of thing, I'm actually going to leave you with one of my sort of briefly thought out inspirational analogies, I suppose. Now, I'm going to revert back to, obviously, a deck of cards, right? So, if you look at this, but maybe we'll take that back and look at a calendar year, almost. So, as you know, there's 52 cards in a deck and 4 suits. Now, if you revert that back to a calendar year, there's actually also 52 weeks in a year and 4 seasons. Now, and again, you can pull out your calculators for this if you want to, but it's not a huge deal. If you actually also add up each of the values from each of the individual cards, ace, 1 plus 2 plus 3, 1 being obviously the ace, all the way up to Jack, Queen, King being 11, 12, 13, times that by 4, that leaves you with 364, plus obviously 1 being a joker, which, you know, no one really ever pays attention to. That leaves you with 365 days in a year. Now, again, we're going to revert a little bit further back to when I said, you know, I was at a time in my life where I thought I had nothing. Now, if you've been paying attention to the cards that I've got in my hand, you'll see that they're actually blank. Now, this sort of represents the nothing that I suppose I had. But obviously, through a little bit of looking and an extra bit of encouragement, I thought I had something, and then that something also grew from something to a little bit of extra care and cooperation and everything else that I had. Now, that's all I've got for you tonight, so...
Thanks, Braydon. You've brought so much to this, so much to Bridgebuilders, and we appreciate everything that you've done for us over the few years. Now I'm going to hand over to the game.